Hey everybody, it's Eric Hayden. I am not in the garden behind me. A lot of my videos are done from the garden in eastern North Carolina. We talk a lot about growing things to improve your rose garden, and we show you the plants themselves. It's the latter part of January, and I want to talk about the social aspect of growing roses. Really encourage you to join a local society. Hopefully you have one in your area. You can learn a lot of different things. I moved down from upstate New York. We had a lot of challenges up there with regards to winter weather. Down south, more challenges with black spot, a long season, hot weather, drought, a different soil type. I would not have learned all those things unless I joined a new society. Ours is Eastern North Carolina Rose Society out of New Bern. So, where am I today? I want to talk about where I am and what I'm doing. This is a midwinter convention. This is actually put on by the Greenville Rose Society. This is part of the Carolina District. There's a lot of different rose societies in the Carolinas. You have one in the Winston-Salem area, the Charlotte area for the Carolinas, down toward Wilmington itself. You also have some in South Carolina. Again, Greenville's hosting this convention this year. This is in Greenville itself. But we also have societies down in Columbia, the Blue Ridge Asheville Society across western North Carolina. I already mentioned Winston-Salem. So a lot of different rose societies across the Carolinas. What do we do at a rose convention? Well, usually in the spring or summer, it's associated with an actual rose show. For the wintertime, we don't have roses to show, so we have a lot of these types of things. At the front for your registration, you could buy raffle tickets, and they're raffling off a lot of different things. Of course, with roses being a theme, most of these have something to do with growing in the garden. So perhaps a fertilizer, perhaps some type of spray. A lot of people that bring their significant others to the convention, they may not have a lot of interest in roses at all. So included in the raffle are different types of gift baskets as well. So yes, primarily the raffles are for fertilizers, pesticides for your plants, stuff like that. But we have books and other gift baskets for the raffle as well. Also a lot of nice crystal. Folks have raffled that up from different rose shows. There's some wines and various things that you can win. So this convention is more of a social aspect than anything. Like I said, the ones in spring and summer have perhaps this aspect and a rose show attached to it. This is more socializing with your fellow members of the different societies. So first thing that's pretty neat is the raffle itself. If you're not a fan of the raffle, you can always check out the vendor's room. We're at the hotel in Greenville, South Carolina. They did a great job with the vendors. A lot of different vendors. We have folks here selling fertilizer, different pesticides for the garden itself, bird houses, worm castings, supplies for the roses themselves. So anything from shears to garden gloves and things like that. So you can play your luck and buy a raffle ticket and hopefully win something, or you can spend some money at one of the vendors. And again, the theme, since it's a rose convention, is primarily rose products themselves. So we talked about some of the items that you can get for purchase or win through the raffle. The one part I'm being a little bit quiet about is we've got John Smith speaking. He's a famous hybridizer. One of his most well-known roses is certainly Randy Scott, and a newer one, great coloration on it, is Sunny Sundays. He's doing a talk right now on microbial science and some of the things that you can purchase through a company that he has worked with. We had other speakers this morning, talks on rose genetics, excellent talk on rose breeding, one on worm castings. We also had a really nice talk on the Biltmore Garden itself in Asheville, how they're doing some rose trials to see what are some roses that are more likely to be recommended to everyday gardeners that don't need to be sprayed quite as much as some of our exhibition roses. So I'll last leave you with this look down the hallway. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Again, the main point of it is join a local society, learn the area, especially if you're new to an area. If you're interested in roses, they can give you some excellent advice. We talk about how roses, you can grow them in your area and different tips and tricks on growing, but please consider these type of social events. We've got our national conventions that are usually associated with the Rose Show, but we also have midwinter ones. I know the Penn Jersey District does one as well. You can have a lot of fun. You can try to win some things in the auction. I know a lot of our time is spent in the hospitality room, and then we'll have a banquet dinner tonight where we can talk to other Rosarians and chat about roses even though we're in the middle of winter. So that's it. As always, leave any comments below. Curious if you grow roses, do you belong to a local society? If not, if you need information on that, please send me a comment. I'll certainly point you in the right direction on joining a local society. Thank you.